Well, today we're going to bring a test bench, and this is probably the most inexpensive test bench I found in Amazon. So we're going to put it together and see what you get. So let's get everything now. They give you pretty much a mock-up template, and it looks like it's all laser cut as a template. If you guys can see that, this is cardboard instructions, and then all the rods, all the metal pieces, which is aluminum, and they're all sealed. All right, they pretty much sealed, very secure. So everything's in here, including the actual screws and all the buttons that you're going to need, because it does have a button. It has a power and a reset, and also the audio connection too, if you guys can see that. So it does give you a couple footers too. The actual the foot, a couple footers too, another set. And then of course the long screws that are going to hold on some of the video cards, and then the power button, the reset button. That's pretty much what you get. And two LED lights are going to be included for any kind of motherboard that you're going to say. So, all right. So the instructions are actually just a print copy of the original one. Everything's well labeled. If you guys can see, it says a couple of letters in here: 02, 03, 04. That's pretty much what we have. So we're going to actually set it up, but it looks a little complicated. But if you follow the instructions, you shouldn't have an issue. So, all right, we're doing a project. We're setting up an actual external case, and I have a problem where I can run the larger Phillips, so I got to use a smaller one. So screw it up a little bit, and then look at this. I can't do this one. It's too big. So let's get it. I'm gonna hit this one. Hold the screwdriver, spin it to straighten it out, and that's it. Right, the hardest part of the build are the actual side panels, these, and actually keeping these in the middle too. They're very difficult to actually set them up sometimes. So you got to make sure you follow the instructions. If you mess up and you have extra screws on the other part, you're not going to complete this. So just be aware that, just make sure you follow the instructions. And we're still not done, because the last part is the actual template, and I got to match my motherboard template. So I got to make sure that all the screws are going to be built, that the actual power cord, power supply is going to be sitting here and embedded in this part. And then these are actually for the external ports that we have available. So the hardest part is sliding the actual systems through here. You guys can see, so you got to slide it in. It's very difficult. It's not easy, right? So this is it takes me quite a while. You could pass the flathead first, but I find it that it's a lot harder. So there's one right there. If you guys notice, I'm sliding the other one. All right, let's take a look at the actual external. Um, Actually, it's an external testing board for your motherboard, the case for your motherboards. It was very difficult, to be honest with you, to set it up. I still have to adjust these things and tighten them up. Um, this the templates, no instructions. The instructions are not very good. Um, uh, Setting up the whole system itself, it just took me quite a while. I'm still not done yet. I still have to put the caps on, so I still have to add a couple more features on it, the power button and so forth. But right now, look at this. We're gonna actually start mounting things in there, and I'm gonna start with the power supply first, because that's the biggest thing we have in here. And from there, I don't know if the power supply is gonna fit, because this is supposed to be for larger motherboards, but looking at it, I think my ATX motherboard is not going to fit in here. Uh, it says it's for ATX, but I think it's not going to fit in here. In fact, I have it here. So I have an ATX motherboard here, and it takes on a lot of space, if you guys can see. And this is actually going to be on this side, pretty much. And in the power supply, I'm not quite sure where it's going to be relying on, because um, it has to be on this side. In reality, look how big it is compared to the actual tower. So this is made for the actual power supply, but this is not made. It's not gonna work out. So I think I'm gonna have to return this big old case thing, because it's missing a lot of components. It's not well built. I wanted to use it for other systems, but I'm not. I'm gonna see if I could try to put it together, but it's taking the majority of the space already as it is. I have to adjust these, make sure that they go to the end, mostly all of them. I have to readjust all of them and make sure that I have enough for the motherboard, but I might put the power supply on the outside, and maybe that'll be the only way because this is too small for it. But we're gonna try to make it work. Let's go ahead and do that. This open case is a fail, to be honest with you. It's very difficult to adjust these to the motherboard. It does come with additional mounts for the power supply for the video cards, but it's not made for an ATX video motherboard. It says in the advertisement, so it's not. Just to let you guys know, it's for smaller motherboards. Of course, we tried it and it didn't work, so it's a fail. Has to go back. It's false advertisement. What they were saying in the actual system, it could convert. It could fit a ATX, but it won't fit the actual power, and you're gonna have to stick the power on the outside, and that's not what I want. I want it on one built. And when I first saw it, I was I was skeptical about see if it's gonna fit, but you know what? It's a fail for me. So, very simple to install. No, it's not simple to install. It took a while. Every step is a little difficult to set up, but I like that they do give you extra parts and stuff like that, but it's just not gonna work. And it's very sharp edges, just to be aware too. So hope you guys enjoy the video.